Yo, what's going on, guys? Stu's Man back here with a new YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about how to place players on IR in Madden 26. Pretty easy concept here. So basically, I'm going to advance to the point that I see an injury pop up, and I'll see if it's injury report worthy. So we're going to go ahead and continue all this stuff. So you can click Manage. Where would that be? It should be NFL rosters, trade center, free agents, depth chart, team salaries, resign, improve, relocate, or rebuild. I guess where would that be? Back out of that. Weekly strategy. I feel like that would be a managed team. Yeah, because it says and injuries. Injury report. Yeah, I mean, I was blind the first time. Okay, so wow. Okay, well, um, okay, so some of these guys have already been injured. It looks like, and duration 0 weeks. So this is 33 to 39 weeks for this Shamar Turner. Let me see if he's on IR. Let me just upgrade him real quick. That way I can. I don't know if it's going to show it on this screen. Let me see here. So it doesn't even look like I can put him on the IR because I think his injury is so bad that he's just gone. Return, no injury. The length is 0 weeks. So you could put someone like this, hamstring tear. These are all real life injuries, by the way. So you should be able to. Oh, it's not letting me edit any of them. Yeah, it's not letting me. Because these are all real life injuries, so it's not letting me manage their IR. I'm going to advance a week. I'm going to see if I get an actual injury. That way I can show you guys. Because it's not letting me, unfortunately, because these are real life injuries. So it's a bad example. Let's see. Yeah, nobody knew, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just not going to let me do it. Because it says IR right here. Player on injured reserve, yes. So all these guys are on injured reserve, but I'm trying to figure out how to take them off. I should be able to take like Jalen Johnson off, but it's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Abilities, traits, goals, edit player, restructure contract. Yeah, it's just not letting me edit their status for some reason. I'm not sure why. I should be able to, but it's not letting me. Let me advance another week. If I get an injury to show you guys. Usually, regardless of real life injuries, you're allowed to manage your IR. I'm not sure why they're not letting me do that. That's kind of weird. Hoping I can get a real time example here. Okay, 2 new injuries. Can I actually do something with that? Okay. All right. So this is a good example because he's got a broken toe and his length is 3 to 7 weeks. If I click on him, okay, I think it's actually going to give me that. All right, there it is. Okay, so the reason that you want to put a player on IR, for some reason, guys, it wasn't giving me the option with the current real life injuries because I did put this on current roster in real life, so that's kind of why I think I couldn't mess with it because it's real life injuries. So whatever, I feel like maybe there's a setting for that I can maybe manage it, but here's an actual auto injury that just happened, and it's a broken toe out 3 to 7 weeks. Perfect, that's fine. He's about a third or fourth string running back, so you can save a roster spot and he literally doesn't count as a roster player anymore. So for the time that he's out on IR, which would be 4 weeks on the standard IR, and then you can go pick up a player to fill his shoes in on through free agency for 4 weeks. then cut that player if you wanted, or you can just cut Roshan, either or. But that's what that does when you put a player in IRs. It saves a roster spot when they're gone. It can be a really big time player. It just depends, but you can place him on IR, hit yes, and then will successfully place on injured reserve. You're going to want to watch this because I think it does take a week or two to process when you take them off of the injured reserve. He's not a big time player that I would recommend though. Okay, so Swift is 4 to 8 weeks dislocated hip. You can place him on IR. Now that is a loss because I mean that's a guy that's a 90 speed running back, 26 years old, 82 overall. I mean that's a loss. But you could save a roster spot with that dislocated hip out 4 to 8 weeks, and you can go get a guy or trade for a guy during those 4 to 8 weeks. I would not recommend cutting a guy like Swift, but now you can save that roster spot and boom, you're good to go. It's not like you're going to run in a roster too much players into roster issues when trading or adding players from free agency and things like that because you already added them to your IR. So unfortunately, like I said, I mean, I can try and click on Jalen Johnson again, but yeah, it just doesn't give you that option, I think, till they're, I guess, fully off of it. But I mean, it literally says 0 weeks. He's on IR, yes, but he doesn't have an injury right now. And the return is no, which I guess it's always going to say no. So that doesn't mean anything, really. And then it says he's on IR right now, but I can't even tap on him. Maybe he's just back already, I'm not sure, but there's other guys on there that, like Shamar Turner, but I'm not too sure, guys. Maybe you guys can let me know with the current real-life injuries how to handle that. Yeah. But otherwise, I at least showed you a couple different times. And again, guys, when they are approaching the end of the IR, check where they are. You can move them off the IR and give them time to come back, and that way you can make your move and whatever you want to do for your roster. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. And again, if it did, make sure you guys are tapping that like button and that subscribe button down below. But guys, until the next tip video, I will see you guys in the next one.